Hello and welcome to Hank Games Without Hank. My name is John Green. I'm the manager of the AFC Wimbledon Wimbly Womblys, and today we're taking on Newcastle United in the FA Cup. This is going to be a difficult game for us. There's no two ways about it. I'm not going to pretend that it's not going to be hard. But in a stunning turn of events, it's raining in England. That's always good for us. We always benefit from the rain. Yep, so we're just going to do our best here because I just don't know how it's going to go. But yeah, it's going to be a challenging game. We're a little bit tired. I'm going to answer questions from the Norfolk Academy students who submitted them as Project for Awesome donors. So thank you for doing that, students of Norfolk Academy. And now I will try to answer your questions. Meredith is going to ask them so that I can look at the screen. Quick update on the team. Yabamba, as you can see, is starting out on the left. We're taking a slow and conservative approach today because a draw would send us into extra time. And as we know from the previous game where we won the John Stones Paint Trophy, we're good at extra time. So we're just going to kind of try to dominate possession, open up some spaces. We're starting without the John Greens. They're going to be our super subs because they are extremely tired. So that's the update on the club. All right, what's my first question, Meredith? When I was in high school, what did I hope for my great perhaps? A reference to Looking for Alaska, which in turn is referencing the last words of, whose last words were it? Is it Flaubert? It's been so long since I read that book. I haven't read it since it came out, in 2005. Anyway, I guess my great perhaps when I was in high school, when I imagined the great perhaps, I really thought about having, that was a quote that I was really keen on when I was actually a high school student. I was actually really interested in people's last words, and I was, and I really liked that particular quote. Get there! Whoa, that was a little scary. Whew. His last words were, I go to seek a great perhaps. I thought of it as having, in my mind, like having this, like, big life somehow, this life that was going to, be remembered and significant. And in retrospect, I think that was wrong. That was a wrong way to sort of like imagine a goal. It's not so much about, there's no such thing as like having a significant life, I don't think, because, well, except insofar as all lives are significant. But like I was on to something at least, which was that that there is I find like a lot of hope in the idea of a great perhaps, maybe that even extends beyond our lives in our world, like as a way of the great perhaps is a way of like imagining boundlessness or imagining infinity or whatever. Oh, thank you, Seb Brown, nicely gathering the ball there and distributing it out to Kennedy, who has a terrible haircut. And now it's to Yabamba. Yabamba is dribbling. What's my next question? Why do I love giraffes so much? Well, what's not to love? What's not to love? They got long necks, which makes them excellent headers of the ball. I was offside. I don't know. I actually don't know where the whole giraffe thing started. I think Hank started it, to be fair, not me. He made a video in which he was reading a book that pictured giraffe mating, and he showed the book, and people laughed at it. I don't know why. And thereafter, we kind of became known for our giraffe mating videos, which, definitely got us a lot of viewers. I think those videos combined have been viewed like 30 million times. It's not necessarily the highest quality views I've ever received, but there are lots of them. Get it! Off the post! And in! Yeah, Bomba! Yeah, Bomba! Just scored a goal! Yeah, Bomba! Yeah. Oh, that was. I missed it completely on that last one. I was close for a while. Then it's hard because I'm so excited. I'm screaming. Did I even remember to celebrate? I completely lost my mind. I did not expect to score in that situation. I don't know. I was trying to do the heel click. I thought about it, but then I was so excited. Oh my goodness. Ya Bamba! What a fantastic goal. There was no replay or anything. It all happened so quickly. Newcastle was back on the ball and trying to score again, and I don't know, whatever. That was beautiful. It's everything I could have wanted in a goal. Oh, man. How about strutting on the Ritz? No. No. John Green, you got to say, ball John Green puts that in the net 10 times out of 10. I'm sorry, what was the question, Meredith? Moving on from giraffes, what's next? How do I compare the process of naming Henry and Alice, naming my characters? Well, in the case of my characters, I want a name that's like metaphorically resonant to the person they already are, right? So like I'm naming a character who is already, you know, has a personality and has a life, and generally they're at least teenagers, if not adults. So like there's some stuff to them. Whereas in the case of Baby, you're naming someone who has you have no idea what they're going to be like. You know, you have like a couple days at the most with them before you name them. So with our kids, we pick names that are, you know, that are family names that connect them to their family, to people that we admire in our family as a way of kind of honoring those people we love. Whereas with characters, you know, you try to pick a name that's going to mean something to the readers of the book instead of something that's going to mean something to the kids someday. But it has been sweet to watch Henry kind of come to understand his great-grandfather who's passed away, that he's named for, like come to understand who he was and why he's so important in our lives and all that stuff. So that's been very rewarding. What's the next question? If Colin's formula worked in an abundance of Catherines, would it be a good idea to use it? Like if you could actually predict which of two people in a romantic relationship will end the relationship, would it be a good idea to use that? No. Did you see that fantastic shot that resulted in a corner from outside the box? That was almost the longest goal in Wimbly Wombly history. Get that ball! No. Pass? Pass? Not what I would have done. By the way, you know who made that shot that almost was a goal? It was Yabamba. Yabamba! Goal! Goal! Yeah, Yabamba! What? Meredith, what is happening today? We're dominating Newcastle thanks to the hard work of Yabamba. Yeah, Yabamba just scored a goal, just scored. I don't have it. I don't have it today at all. Meredith, can you come over to the microphone and sing the Yabamba song, please? Okay, she doesn't want to. Hopefully, maybe he'll get a hat trick so I can try again. I just don't feel like I have it today. For some reason, I just don't have the tune. We need to play La Bamba in the background so I can remember the tune. That was so beautiful, though. It's 2-0. 2-0 to the Wimbly Womblys. Good guys beating Premier League opposition thanks to the hard work of our left winger, Yabamba. What was the question? I'm sorry, I got so excited for my goal. Colin's formula. No, it would not be a good idea. I mean, look, math is always sort of insufficient in the face of human reality. I shouldn't say that at all, but arithmetic, algebra is always insufficient in the face of human reality. It's only going to be able to give you probabilities. It's never going to be able to give you certainties, and like that's where. So it wouldn't be a good idea because you'd be basing your decisions on solely on probability. That said, there have been like interesting. Oh, that's a beautiful shot, but an even better save from Seb Brown. Let's see it one more time. Seb Brown. Let's look at that setup, and then it's impossible to save unless you're Seb Brown. Seb Brown, who, Meredith, I don't know if you're familiar with this fact, but he saved 2 penalties against Luton Town in the in a playoff final in 2011 to send AFC Wimbledon into the Football League. And if he hadn't made those 2 penalty saves, we wouldn't even be playing this game right now because AFC Wimbledon it wouldn't be possible to play as them in FIFA. Isn't that amazing? Seb Brown. Seb Brown, ladies and gentlemen. What's my next question? Sherlock or Doctor Who? Sherlock. I'm going to regret saying that. But it's true. I think Sherlock is such a smart, interesting show. But no, I mean Doctor Who because it's been around for 50. Well, I mean overall, like total franchise. Are we including Sir Arthur Conan Doyle and the First Doctor and everything between now and then? Like, I guess I got to go Sherlock because he like invented the detective novel, and it's just a very important story and character in like human history. So is Doctor Who. That's a very difficult question. I'm going to go Sherlock, but reluctant Sherlock. What's next? Why Catherine with a K and an abundance of Catherines? Why did I pick that name for him to have dated 19 girls named with the same name? Because it's easy to anagram and it contains a lot of words inside of it that were useful to me, like heart and tears and stuff like that. So it was entirely because I'm a bad anagrammer and the character in the novel is a really good anagrammer, so I had to find ways to cheat. Oh, they're so much faster than we are, but we have all the goals. Oh, you're not singing, you're not singing, you're not singing anymore, you're not singing anymore, you're not singing anymore. That's what the away fans are singing right now to the Newcastle supporters. Oh, this is beautiful. And they were offside. You were naughty, and now you're going to be punished. I'm wondering if, I mean, it's crazy to be against Premier League opposition and thinking about whether you should make substitutions to try to make things better. We'll do more of these questions next time, but can I do a couple more, Meredith? All right, give me one more. Is doing an interview while you're playing FIFA hard? Clearly not, since I didn't even start my best players and I just beat Newcastle. Yeah, I don't know. No, it is a little hard. I'm significantly better at this game when I'm not doing Wimbly Wombly videos, but I almost never do that because it's quite time consuming, this game. Get there! Oh! Oh, almost. Do you remember those beautiful goals from Yabamba? I mean, he's had the game of his life. That one goal, I mean, he dribbled through 7 people. That's one of the best, and then I ruined it with the song. But one more question? Uh-oh, panic! Yikes. I gave up a goal. I was bad. That was terrible. Typical Wimbly Wombly defending. Okay, we're just going to try to run out the clock here. What's next? The best moral we can get from the books. I don't think books are in the business of delivering, like, just morals. I think, like, they should, like, one of my teachers once said, if you have a message, you should deliver it by a Western Union. I think, you know, imagine the world and the people around you more complexly. If that's a moral. That's my hope anyway, of what people will take away from it. Oh, look at Newcastle smelling their pits in shame. Congratulations to the Wimbly Womblys. Moving on in the FA Cup. Wow. This is big. Yabamba, followed by Yabamba. 2 brilliant goals. Thank you for watching. Best wishes.